Workers in critical industries will be allowed to skip self-isolation if they are pinged by the NHS app. Boris Johnson said those working in food production or the water supply, plus electricians, soldiers, train drivers and care home staff, will join NHS medics in having special dispensation. But Mr. Johnson, who is one of 1.7 million currently self-isolating, said people had to accept that increasing numbers would be required to quarantine as a consequence of living with the virus. Speaking from Chequers, he added, "I know how frustrating it is for all those who have been affected or pinged." He said people identified as contacts were at least 5 times more likely to be infected than others. Consequence, even if they have been vaccinated, there is a significant risk that they can still pass the disease on. And so, as we go forward, I'm afraid that the continuing sacrifice of this large minority, those of us who have been asked to isolate, remains important to allow the rest of society to get back to something like normality. I'm afraid that at this stage it's simply a consequence of living with COVID and opening up when cases are high in the way that we are. The system will move away from isolation for adults once they are all jabbed and for under 18s on August 16, he said. In the meantime, I want to assure you that we will protect crucial services, including the staffing of our hospitals and our care homes, the supplies of food, water, electricity and medicines, the running of our trains, the protection of our borders and the defense of our realm, by making sure that a very small number of named, fully vaccinated, critical workers are able to leave their isolation solely for the work I have described. But for the vast majority of us, myself included, we do need to stick with this system for now. Mr. Johnson has come under immense pressure to bring forward the August 16 deadline, with business leaders warning the rules are crippling the economy in every sector. There are fears that up to 10 million people could be forced to isolate in the coming weeks as COVID-19 infections surge. The so-called pingdemic, named after the ping that contacts get on their phone from the NHS Test and Trace app, is already creating staff shortages everywhere from the NHS to supermarkets.